So starting next month, Disney's cracking down on anyone sharing passwords for their Disney Plus app. So if you're one of those password sharing thieves, those days are done. That's over with. You're gonna have to find another way to get your streaming content. So next month they're going to start doing that, but they're going to start with Canada first, right? So Canada's going to be the first one where they crack down on the passwords, but eventually that's coming to the States, right? Eventually they're going to start with Canada, and they're eventually going to get down to the States where they start cracking down on anyone sharing their passwords. So, and you know what this comes down to? Obviously this comes down to money, right? Obviously you see Disney struggling when it comes to their profits. They've gone political. A lot of people didn't like that. So they're trying to sell off like some of their business, like ESPN, and they're trying to focus more on their theme parks. Right? I think there was a report or some in the news where they said they're gonna invest like $60 billion on their theme parks and get back to what made them great in the first place, right? So they're gonna use that money, start investing in their theme parks. But for now, they're gonna focus on trying to improve their streaming business, and they're gonna start with cracking down and hopefully drive up revenue and get more users when it comes to their Disney Plus package, just like Netflix did. Because I think when Netflix cracked down on their password, I think they got a bump in like obviously subscribers, and then I think a bump in revenue as well. And a lot of people, they said, I'm not gonna once they do this, I'm gonna drop Netflix. But a lot of people, they want to watch their TV. Everyone wants their content, and they're gonna subscribe. So for me personally, like I don't even Disney, Netflix, I don't even do that. Like the internet is an amazing place, man. You can stream stuff online for free, which is great. This is why you gotta love the internet. But that's just me. So starting next month, they're going to crack down on anyone sharing passwords. So for anyone that's doing that, you're gonna have to find a different way to get stream your content. So let's see what they're saying. Right, here's the article on Variety.com. And it says, all right, if you're piggybacking on someone else's Disney Plus account, you may soon have to pay up to access the streamer. The Mouse House has notified Disney Plus subscribers in Canada that as of November 1st, unless otherwise permitted by your service tier, you may not share your subscription outside of your household. The notification also informs customers that if the company has determined that Disney Plus subscribers has violated those terms, we may limit or terminate access to service and or take any other steps as permitted by this agreement. So if you're someone, once they implement this policy, if you're someone that gets caught sharing password, then they could probably, the worst thing that happen is probably strip you of your account, right? So it says the language suggests that Disney Plus will be offering a new option or options for account sharing outside of primary users' household. The notification to Canadian subscribers is part of the company's updates to Disney Plus subscribers agreements to clarify rules relating to sharing of accounts with the U.S. coming later this year. So like I said, they start with Canada, but then they come for the U.S. next. So it says Disney CEO Bob Iger has announced that this summer that this company has embarked on a new strategy to monetize streaming account freeloaders. We are actively exploring ways to address account sharing and the best options for paying subscribers to share their accounts with friends and family. Iger said on Disney quarterly earnings call August 9th. Later this year, we will begin to update our subscriber agreements with additional terms on sharing policies, and we will roll out tactics to drive monetization sometimes in 24. So it sounds like obviously they're going to cut that out, but they might offer an option where you can share, but obviously they're going to, you're probably going to have to pay for that. So they might allow that option, which is I guess, the good thing, but you're going to, of course, have to pay for that. All right, so it says, meanwhile, also beginning November 1st, the company is set to launch Disney Plus ad-supported plan in Canada, priced at $7.99 a month, as well as UK and 8 European options. So in looking to drive revenue from password sharing users, Disney is following the trail blazed by Netflix, which in mid-May launched its paid sharing program in more than 100 countries. That has been aimed at pushing illicit password borrowers to get their own account and prompting customers and non-household users as an extra member. For the second quarter, Netflix added 5.9 million subscribers, more than double the most bullish analyst forecast, which execs credited in large part of the paid sharing rollout. At an investor conference last month, Netflix co-CEO Greg Peters said we'll be in the password sharing business for some time. Although he added in the grand scheme of things, I think of that as a more transitional situation. So like you said, you see that Netflix did get a bump, even though a lot of people say they're gonna drop it, but what people are. People say a lot of things, but eventually you're gonna stick with it until you find something better, right? And that's the crazy thing, because like you see with these streaming accounts, there's like so many different ones. I mean, you got the Amazon, you got Hulu, you got Netflix, you got Disney. Like it's so many different places where you got to get your content. Like if they got to find a way to just streamline all the content so you can go to one place, and this is impossible, because then you got to get Hulu, you got to get Disney, you got to get all these different options, and that's a whole bunch of different remotes and a whole bunch of different apps you just got to get into just to watch some shows. Me personally, like I said, I just go on the internet and get all that stuff right where I need to be. Just having all these different devices, it seems like it can be very inconvenient. So it says separately, starting this month, Disney is raising prices for the standalone premium tiers of Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN in the U.S. effective October 12th. It says Disney Plus Premium with no ads increases to $13.99 per month, up $3. Hulu without ads will also increase by $3 to $17.99, and ESPN will increase by $1 to $10.99. Nobody want no ESPN, man. Nobody $10.99 a month. Nobody want to deal with ESPN anymore. Like it's not even worth your money anymore. You know. So it says for the free month and July 1st, Disney Plus subscribers in the U.S. and Canada dropped by about 300,000 customers to stand at 46 million. Overall, the subscription service netted 800,000 new subs, an increase in 1% sequentially to 105.7 million, excluding Disney Plus Hotstar, which saw subs drop 24%. So come next month, they're going to be cracking down on anyone that's sharing passwords. But obviously, it looks like they're going to probably come up with an option where you can share your password, but obviously it's going to cost you, because they're already raising prices of these things anyway. So I know a lot of people weren't going to be happy about that. And I mean, like, you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Right? Like the fact that does Disney like have the shows? I mean, if you have children, then obviously you want this package for the kids. But like I said, a lot of people feel they've gone political, so they don't even want to deal with them. And if you look at their stock price, let's look at their stocks. Look at right now it's at $79.12. Let's see what let's say 5 years ago, right? Let's look at the 5 year. Like it was at a high at $197.16. And it's gone and that was around like 2000. That was March 5th, 2021. It's gone all the way down to $79, right? So they're in a whole world of trouble. They have a lot of issues. Obviously they're trying to kick that revenue up, so they're bumping their streaming options. They're cutting. Obviously they want to crack down on the password sharing so they can get more users paying in. So I'm sure they'll lose some, but I'm pretty sure they'll probably net more, and that's probably the goal. To bump that revenue. But overall, like, I mean, just the product it's not something I would buy the stock in. Like, I don't own any stocks in them. I don't plan on it. I mean, they've lost their way. They've done different things. I'm not happy with the service. And other than going to Disney World when I was a kid, I mean, which is a great experience for any kid, for any child. But they've lost their way, and they're obviously trying to get that back. But it's kind of tough, especially in with where they're going in terms of like business strategy. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Like, what do you think? Are you someone that's gonna obviously, if you're someone sharing a password, are you someone that's gonna subscribe, or are you someone that watches their content? And what are you gonna do now that they're gonna crack down on these passwords, right? So make sure to leave a comment down below, hit the like button, and share. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe, right? So you guys take care and have a good one. Later.